All right, we've got the two outlets over there, the refrigerator outlet, and then these outlets. And I want to go liven them up. And also we got to hook up the water. We ran new PEX pipe, new outlet box for the ice maker, and water in the fridge. And let's go in the basement and get them hooked up. Okay, what we've got, there's our stove. Cable next to it that goes up to our microwave. That's just hanging here. We got to hook that in. That's our new line. And we come over, there's our fridge. It's on a saddle valve we're going to get rid of. For now, we'll either put a 1/4-inch cap on that and leave it, and at a later date we'll deal with it. Otherwise, I want to cut the pipe and put a fitting in between because it's going to have a piercing hole in it. And we come down approximately 4 feet from there. Where's our cable? There. Somewhere right about, gotta find it. Somewhere in here is our refrigerator outlet, which is really low down. I'll have to trace that out, but I want to get rid of that. And then we're going to use that circuit that we pull the wire from this other side that I brought into this room, and it's hanging here. That'll be our refrigerator. And then there's another circuit right here that goes to those other outlets. So I want to get these hooked up. This is our old Genair vent system. I'm going to rip that out of there. And then right there's our water line. Goes to our fridge. And right over here, right there, is a 1/2-inch water line with a valve on it with a drain, which is good, that I can hook into, because that's an old water faucet outside that we don't use. It goes over, up, or it's got a lot of bends in it out there, and it's just kind of foolish. I want to do a frost proof, so we have a frost proof over farther. And then let's get some of this hooked up. I cut my 1-inch hole on a 45, so the pipe is an easy slope through the joist in the center. We're sitting right here on the I-beam. I'm not concerned anyway with a 2x10. I use my marking tool to confirm that I'm in 2 clicks on my fitting. I used a shark bite. The valve is right there, so we can shut that off. We can also drain the line. So that's a weird spot to put it, right over the wall, but they did. And now I'm going to work on the wiring. Okay, we removed the refrigerator circuit and replaced it with the new wire heading that way. Stapled it, brought it in, ground, neutral, into our breaker. I turned it on. We'll go up and test that. So we'll plug our tester in there. The cover's off this. Yeah, get a new one, I guess. And there we go, wired correctly. We're all set to put the fridge in here. I gotta go down, turn the water valve on, and this will be spraying water. And it's in the off position, right? Yep. And then we'll be able to temporarily put the fridge here. And then we're gonna come around and work on this other side. What I'm gonna do is put a outlet in the back of the cabinet, and then we're gonna frame this out, and we're gonna run up an outlet for the television. I brought our microwave wire through, down in, right to here. We're going to turn the breaker on. Let's go up and test that. All right, we got a clock. Let's, there's our fan. I'm not going to run it yet because I don't have any of the inserts in, any of the filters, anything in there yet. So pretty happy with that. We're going to have a microwave working in the kitchen. All right, I ran the second circuit to the bottom here, and that's our north kitchen outlets, wall outlets. So now let's head upstairs and test that. Okay, here's the north wall. We got that done. Well, I assembled another cabinet, mounted it here. This is where the fridge is going to go. So that was my idea. On the left side, we're going to have the cabinet come out pretty close to the front. And then our 12-inch wall. Over here we're going to have a pantry. It's going to be 24 inches deep. And that way the fridge looks a little bit less recessed. I don't know if that's a word. So it doesn't look so large. And then I was going to go ahead and build the soffits, but I'm a little worried about that because if you do it first, I don't want to worry about molding afterwards kind of thing. Maybe I could fit it tight, or, you know, if I come up and I put a block on the back of the cabinets, then I can go ahead and hook our front material to them. So I don't know if I want to go ahead. Plus the cabinets aren't here yet. I got a couple more days, and I don't want to extend it, you know, an inch, be off by an inch or half an inch even. So usually it's best to get your cabinets in place. You know exactly where they're going to go, and then you can do your, you know, your trim and soffit. So I guess I'm going to hold off on that. There's a lot of little stuff I can do. I just put the water line on here. I turned it on, blew the air out of it, and then we'll probably bring the fridge over, set it here. That'll clean up some room on this side. And then the microwave, we got that hooked up. I can probably pretty that up by going ahead and put the doors on. This one I haven't decided which way I want the door to swing yet. But the stove we can fit where it's going to go. We're waiting on a 30, a 30, a 30. We've got the Lazy Susan, so we can go ahead and do the sink and so on. Maybe I'll start that tomorrow. We got a storm going on right now, so I'm staying in here where it's warm. I can plan, get my material list for my soffits. I can be pretty close on that. And but this is going to look pretty good. Now this is our wall color. See how much lighter that is versus that. I got to touch it up. I just got fingerprints on it. But I think that's going to turn out looking good. And then got a little contrast going on. So I think that's going to look good. I just want to try one of these doors. These are shaker style. We got a European style hinge. Slow close. Adjustable 3-screw. I'm going to set these in place. All right, there's a shaker style door. Got a nice finish on it. Got a little dust and fingerprints, but the hardware went on nice. We can adjust in, out, up, down, all kinds of adjustments on them. Slow close. I don't have the bumpers on it yet. Nice. We got to pick out the hardware, and we're probably going to be doing, I don't know if we're going to do knobs or pulls. I think on the base cabinets I want pulls. We'll decide that. And Dawson thought that black would probably be a good finish color instead of the satin. But I'm getting excited. That looks pretty good. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move over and do them right now just to give us a finished look. This is that little wall bridge cabinet. Show you how easy they go in. Love them. I've done RTA cabinets before, and they are a little bit less money. These I got on sale, and then when you put 10 cabinets or more on your order, you get another 10% off. So you get free delivery, free shipping, and hard to beat that. And then RTA, ready to assemble, takes up a lot less space, because if we got pre-assembled cabinets, done that before too, but the last one I did, we had to put them in the person's garage, and you know, that's tough. A lot of people don't have the room, their garage is full of crap, or they want to park in there, and I want to stage it for my work area, something, and take up a lot of room. And they're in boxes, you know, and a lot of garbage. These are in boxes, and there is trash, but they're small. I set the clutch to 10 on this so I don't twist them out, you know. And then these are flathead, and the ones that go in the cabinet sides are panhead. So now I'll put them in. I want to build like a C-shaped box and have it come in around this pipe, and then I might put a couple dollops of silicone just to hold it in place. If you ever need to get in there and remove it and clean it, or just, you know, pull out the microwave, you can get to it. So I'll show you how easy these go on. I kind of like them. The screws are stainless, so they don't want to stay on your bit. Figures, right? See, that you might fight that a little bit. But it's got a pre-drilled hole. So like I said, these are like no-brainers. I'm pretty happy with these so far. And tighten that up too much already. I'm going to adjust it just enough to see the other hole here. And then just check to see if it rubs against the cabinet. And it's pretty close, so you grab a screwdriver. I don't want to make a mark right away. And the front screw moves it left and right. Am I correct? Yes. And then the side screw here tilts it, the one on the bottom and the one on the straight on. Just a little bit there. So I want to move that out just a little. So it doesn't rub. Top into my tape and stuff. I gotta take this all off, but I didn't want to drop a lot of dirt and dust on it while I'm working. So just check to make sure it doesn't rub on your cabinet, which it doesn't. And then see how she closes. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put the level on there, but you can obviously see this side's down. So I want to rock this upward. And so you just keep playing around with the screws till you like them. And I'm not going to worry about that all right now because we're not done. Far from done. More. Get closer. I'll do this one in the opposite. There we go. And then I'll set a level on them. But what you want to do with the double doors is have the two fronts line up in the same reveal here. So let's do cabinet number 2, or door number 2. And I'm not a lefty. How many lefties are out there? Dawson's a lefty. I always wanted a guy that's left-handed when I'm doing a roof. He can be on that side, you know. Yeah, I might start it by hand. The little doors are a little tougher to deal with. Gotta see them. I want to scratch them. Definitely want to get it in the hole. Like that. Probably could start it with a screwdriver. And then Start the bottom. So yeah, I think I got a pretty good price. I just didn't plan on doing a kitchen. I just wanted to do venting for the microwave. I wanted a new microwave. The one I had was 1990 or something. It was pretty old, and it works. It's a Kenmore, and it's a convection microwave, but it's getting rusted near the door, and I don't know, when that stuff gets rusty, I don't know if the seal is good, and I'm worried about it. So it's 1,000 watts, and it cooks food super fast. So it still works. It's just something I probably should put in the garage because it's not worthy. And then it's a countertop model, and we had limited counter space. All right, let's run these up now. And then I didn't like the refrigerator sticking way out here in what I call the hallway, because that's the way to go to the dining room. And it's just a big block, you know. So same thing here. I want to get this to move out so she don't rub. Just glance, you see how we're not level. Top's got to go over. This side will shut. We'll check our reveal. See, there's too much reveal, so we're going to bring both of them together. I'm not even going to worry about that today. This reveal looks good. Tops look pretty good, and we got to put the bumpers in. We got to drill. We got to put the handle sets on. I got to put this cover so we don't see any of this. There's a lot to do in here yet. So this is just to get the jewelry on so I can tell what it's going to look like. I think I'm going to like the no slam doors. What do you think? We got one more here to do, and this is all I'm going to do tonight. It's getting late. So here's a door. I got it swinging this way. That reveal looks pretty nice. And I was thinking, if I stand in front of the stove, am I going to want to open it this way and reach over the stove? Probably not. So I think that's probably the best way. But they can be reversed. And this doesn't hit the microwave when you open it. It's not touching the microwave. And let me show you these shelves. These are some rugged shelves. That's 10 ply, full 3/4, heavy 3/4 inch. Nice shelves. One finished edge. I was going to go ahead and put the clips in there and set the shelves in place, but not sure what I'm going to put in there yet. You know, got to get a couple stickers off in here, but other than that, I'm not sure the height of what I want to put in there. They give you that, this, and this one. So that'd be foolish to go ahead and put them in until I figure out what I'm going to put in there. And then one of these I want to convert to two things. I want to do a spice rack, and I want to do like a cookie sheet. So I don't know if they're going to be up in the air, if they're going to be down low. Not sure. But you see the stove's a little dirty here, quite a bit dirty, a lot of wood chips on it. But you see what my idea was. We've got stainless black. If we go with black knobs, gray cabinets, whitewash ceiling, probably whitewash soffit, and then we're going to do a backsplash stone. I think it's going to look pretty sharp. And then remember, the fridge was over here, and it was pretty much blocking the aisleway. Now there's going to be another cabinet to the left and a cabinet up, and then a space to the door so you won't feel crowded. So I think what I'm going to do is move some crap here. Got a lot of stuff in the way. And I think I'm going to bring the fridge around and hook her up because Dawson's going to want water. He likes the water in the door. Good ice cold water and filtered. And so I think I'll wheel the fridge over here and put it in place. All right, I got the fridge moved over there. See how it fits in. There's a little gap at the top, but remember we're going to put 3/4 inch flooring down. Yeah, we got to come up another almost an inch. That's going to help. So it fits in there pretty good. What we got is roughly, can't get my fingers in there too far. Got probably 3/4 inch on either side. And we got about almost 3 on the top. So it should have plenty of airflow. You can pull it all the way out and unplug the cord and turn the water off. So that's good. And then let's test the water out. I set a couple up here. Awesome. I'm thirsty. So this should work out pretty nice. I don't know when I set the fridge at because I unplugged it. I got to reset it. But freezer's on 0. So now what we got to do is we got to wait for cabinets. We got to put another base here, and then we got to put the pantry, 2 bases and 2 uppers on that side, and then we can do the soffit. Like I said, I don't think I want to do the soffit yet. I don't want to have a mistake and tear anything apart. We got to do that side over there yet, and then the soffit. And so on this side over here, we got to do the whole this whole wall, and then we've got 2 cabinets, a 30 and a 30 down here, a 30, a Lazy Susan, and then a 30 upper up there. So still quite a lot to do, and it's a shame it's in the wrong order. But like I said, this spiraled out of control a little bit. We were just going to do that vent, a microwave. I was going to cut an existing cabinet, and I was going to move over a cabinet, and then I got the brainstorm, well, if I do that, I could do this. I could change that. I could add an outlet, and here we go, you know. So it's a good time of year to do it, though, because it's so cold out. We're under a storm watch here. And that microwave, that is just like the stove, and you pair it to your phone, and it'll set the time. I haven't done any of that yet. I've got to put my filter. I think there's a charcoal and then another filter. And this does have lights, and that'll be nice, and it dims. And then I was worried whether my light's going to work good, and that's pretty much centered over the cabinet, so that looks good. I think it's going to be great here. I'm kind of excited. And then we got to do backsplash. There's still a lot of work to do. We got more plumbing to do. There's electric toe kick heater on that side under the sink. I don't want to get rid of that because, you know, if you want to do dishes early morning, it's cold, you can flick the thermostat on and toast your feet right up. And we've got under cabinet lighting to do. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got a 6-pack of them. And I'm kind of pleased. Got a lot more work to do, so stay tuned. We'll see what's next.